Hi everyone, Eileen here. It's the weekend, so that means there's another Lavinia Stamps video tutorial from me to you. And today I'm featuring the absolutely beautiful Zemira. I think that's how it's pronounced. She's gorgeous, and it's a layered card. I'm using about 5 or 6 stamps on this and a stencil. I really enjoyed doing it, and it's just layers of stamps on top of each other. Let's get going then. I have a piece of multifarious cardstock in white, and this is 10.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres topper. And I've got a stamp mat, my stamp mat here, so that I've got a sort of a firm but at the same time giving surface. Not exactly soft, but it will, it's not hard, and that's, that's what I want for stamping. And also I've found that it does help whilst I'm blending with the makeup brushes as well. Seem to get a softer tone with them. First off, it's a Lavinia stamp stencil called Elegance. Popping it down in the middle of my cardstock, and I'm using Distress Ink Old Paper. A lovely green tone this has got, but it isn't overpowering pastel colour. It's lovely, but it's quite an old ink pad, so I've got to load the brush up a bit. Make sure that I've got plenty of ink on, because I've had this a number of years and I don't often re-ink this one. Must use it more. It is very pretty. Right, so makeup brush, middle of the card, hold the stencil down. And I'm holding the head of the brush, and I'm giving a lot of firm pressure because I know the pad is quite dry. You won't need to do that if your pad is wetter. Don't want to move this stencil, but again, I want to really load this brush because the colour is not strong on it. That should be better. Let's have a look. Yeah. So all I've got is just that image, and that's my first base layer. Stencil into water, or just wipe it over with a wet cloth. Next, I'm stamping the words, and this is a sentiment stamp. Beautiful font and lovely words, and it's called Snow is Falling. And I've chosen this because it's not too wide, but it's got, in length, when you turn it on its side, it's quite long, and I want it to go vertically down the middle. And I'm inking up with VersaFine Clair Glamorous, just to add a bit of colour. This stamp, I'll be honest, was chosen for its shape rather than for the font or the verse. I couldn't really go wrong though, because all of the word stamps, sentiment stamps that Tracy does are beautiful verses and sentiments, so it was just looking for the right shape. Little bit of surplus ink on the side here. Let's take that off. And then, as I've said, I'm putting it on its side in a vertical position and straight down the middle of the card. So this is more of a background texture than actually reading what it says, but it is first generation. I'm not taking any ink off of this because I want it to be seen in the layers. Like so. The next layer is the Zemira, the main fairy image herself, so that all the others will fit in that I'm going to use either underneath her or around her. So I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne and the beautiful Zemira Fairy. I did re-ink this pad last night, so should be okay. I mean, she is a large stamp. Use a stamp press if you don't want to use an acrylic block. Piece of kitchen towel to take off any surplus around the outside, of which I have got some. And there, and there. Like so. Right, that should do it. So I'm putting her down the middle, straight on the top of the script that I've just stamped. Trying to keep her straight and about an inch up from the bottom. She needs to be straight though. Like so. Have a slurp of coffee while waiting for the ink to soak in. Gorgeous day down here in North Kent. Spring has arrived and it's quite hot and sunny today. Right, just pressing firmly. As I've said, use your stamp press if you would prefer that. Make sure she's stamped well. And then up. Oh yeah, look, she's gorgeous. Couple of little bits there. So I have a black polychromos pencil. And I can just see tiny amount there on her body. And that's about it. Oh, maybe on her arm, wrist there. Now I've gone over as well. This is why I use a crayon. I've come outside the line with that pencil, but I've saved it now. Yep. So that's lovely. Next, I'm going to use Fairy Barnacles. Gorgeous stamp. So versatile. You can use it for flowers, can use it underwater, obviously, in the context that it was designed for, sort of barnacles under the water. And in this instance, it's adding another layer for me. So, dried marigold distress ink, and I'm just inking up the top half of the stamp where it's the wider and you've got more of the image. It tapers down and gets thinner towards the bottom. So half of the stamp, and then I'm going across her body down so that you can see the orange underneath and it's got its own identity at the end. So that's another layer. Turn the card round and then again, dried marigold again, and just inking up the half, the same half that you did before, and then diagonally again across her body and coming out the other corner again, like so. That's it, that's good. Next, it's the bat. Now, you buy these bats in a set. There's one large bat, of which I'm using here, and then there's 5 other bats. And the name of the set that you're looking for is called Bats. There's a surprise. Okay. Don't use these enough. And I thought, oh, that would be good. She's got her hand held out for something, and usually I do butterflies or stuff like that, but I thought, no, I'll give my bats an airing, I thought. As you do, you know. So, down we go with the bat. Just gentle press and up. Lovely, as if it's just going to land. Dreams is next, the word. Here we are. First fine Claire knot term for dreams. Don't know how many stamps that is so far. How many is it? One stencil, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th one. So I'm going to pop that in the corner there. Make sure it's straight. Down and up. Yeah, just got away with that. And then the last stamp to go on is this. So useful, this. This is Mini Dots, I think this is called. I'm pretty sure it is. I think this is Mini Dots. Again, black Nocturne, gentle tapping. Use any colour you like, really. And I'm just going to pop it over the top of Dreams. Just to add a bit more interest, that's all. And then, and again, there, like so. Oh, I thought I'd got ink around that corner, but I haven't. Then, you could give it a quick blast with a heat gun if you want to, but I'm going to be brave. And I'm taking a black archival ink pad. I prefer this for this around the edge because it's instant dry, allegedly. And I'm just going to go round the edge, being careful. I don't want too much. I don't want any ink getting on the card now. So it just gives it an edge there. A little bit there, but I'll leave that. So then I've got another piece of multifarious cardstock, and I made the card blank out of an A4 sheet, and the size of this is 16 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. So your topper's 10.5 by 14, and then the base is 2 centimetres larger all round, so 16 by 12.5. And I've used some foam pads to raise up the topper and pop it in the middle of your card. That one. So I just love it. It's easy to do. You just build up the layers, and I enjoyed doing it as well. I think that I've got the balance better on this one in the sense that the bat is very close to the edge here. I should have moved my main image over a little bit more. So, yeah, I think she was positioned too far to the right. But she's still okay. And you've got how the card is made. So you can alter that, my mistake, yourselves there. She's slap bang in the middle here. And the bat has still got a bit of a gap at the side. So I'm sure you'll forgive me. I'll be back tomorrow, Sunday, with another Lavinia Stamps card to show you. In the meantime, move that down a little. Have a fabulous Saturday, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the lovely comments you leave me. Bye for now.